Subtle results, still you, but with fewer lines. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Time to move? Skip the hassles of selling during the holiday season and sell your home directly to Opendoor. Request an all-cash offer in minutes, close, and get paid in days. You can even pick your close date so you can move after New Year's. Start your move at Opendoor.com or download the Opendoor app. Opendoor is represented by Opendoor Brokerage Inc., license 02061130 in California, and Opendoor Brokerage LLC in its other markets. Terms and conditions apply.
Is it time to reimagine your future? The right business skills may make a difference in your career. At Capella University, we offer a relevant education that's designed to focus on what you need to know in the business world. We'll teach professional skills to help you pursue your goals, like business management, strategic planning, and effective communication. And you can apply these skills right away. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
Warning: the following podcast, which contains strong language and mature content, is unsuitable for children or for the faint of heart. The subject matter discussed will be frightening and graphic in nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Three spooked girls. Three spooked girls. When you want to hear about the paranormal, you get the spooked girls. True crime that makes you hypothermal with the three spooked girls. Stabby snippets will give you dreams. Tara and Jessica will make you scream along with the spooked girls. Bring on the slaughter. We on that haunted ground. Spooked girls. The three spooked girls.
Hey Spooksters, and welcome back to another episode here on Three Spooked Girls. My name is Tara, and as always, I'm joined with my ghoul friend Jessica.
Hey you guys.
Hello. Happy Krampus Day, by the way. This comes out on Krampus Day. Yay.
Happy Krampus Day.
Yes. So as you guys can tell by the title, this is going to be another books and bullshit. If you are new here, basically we just kind of bullshit around sometime. We did this one other time and you guys liked it. And we also have some Q&A questions that we're going to weave into the conversation as well. But before we get started, like I said, if you're new, you can find us on social media. We have everything in the show notes. There's a link tree, all the good stuff. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Threads. I'm not saying Twitter anymore. All the places. It's at Three Spooked Girls, and our Facebook group, which is super important. You guys go over there. It is Three Spooked Girls Official. It's where we do our Secret Satan every year, and we love it. We love it over there. And if you do enjoy books like we do, we have Spookster Literary Society in the book clubs app. We are a virtual once a month book club. In December, we have technically 2 meetings. So our main read is The Christmas Party, I think is what it's called. It's a holiday thriller. And then we are also doing a feminine rage read, and our first one is Lilith. And obviously we're recording this early, so I haven't read Lilith yet, but I plan into in the next couple weeks. And I'm actually like super excited to read that one.
I am too.
I've heard it's good. And if you would like to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/3 Spooked Girls. For as little as $1, you get one bonus episode a month. For November, I got to play the victim of trivia, and it was really bad because Thanksgiving's like the least, I have zero knowledge of it, and I, like repressed my childhood. So I don't know anything, but it's fine. We all learned over there. It's fine. I felt stupid, but it's okay.
That's how I felt all of October. I was like, I'm all gas.
I'm so sorry. No trivia anymore unless we're hosting it. Oh, God. But yes, so check that out. 5 and up, they get ad-free episodes the day before publish day, and they get bonus series every so often. They got the full recap on Life After Lockup, the Gypsy Rose series. We did share on the main feed the first episode. So if you enjoyed that, the rest of the season is over there, and season 2 is coming at some point, and we're going to do that one too for them. So stay tuned on that. I am excited.
I'm excited. I am very excited about that.
I am too. But yeah, we're just going to stop with that. So that's it. We do have to talk about something before we dive into fuckery today. We have been working on something for months now, I would say.
Yeah.
We started talking about it kind of in the summertime, and then it started to get put into action with our network. We're going to have a second podcast. It's so weird, but you guys can go check it out. I have it linked in the show notes for you. The show is called Social Seance Society. It's going to be an much more relaxed type of show. We always get feedback. You want to know more about us and just see more of our personalities because, of course, some of these cases, like, it's not appropriate, to act goofy. So this is going to be that. And what's going to be so fun about it is not only are Jess and I going to be on it, but every week we are interviewing different people from different industries. And we have some really, really cool guests coming. I can't wait. We are going to drop on January 15th. So definitely go subscribe over there. Go check out the trailer. It's going to be a lot different, but we're so excited because it's been so fun. And it's been the hardest thing to not fucking mention publicly anywhere.
We only just told our mods. Like, Ashley and Kelly are like pretty much our ride or die like support system for the pod. And Tara was like, should we tell them? I was like, we should wait till closer to time. And then I'd be like, we should tell them. And she's like, no, we should wait till closer to time. And then finally she's like, I'm telling them. I'm like, do it.
Like when the feed got set up, I was like, I'm telling them.
I think that's all I was like, we should just have something. Yeah, no, it's one of these things that just came together. Tara and I talked about it and we're like, I love this idea for us. And it wasn't a struggle to be like, this is what we want to do. We want a second show. What should we do? It was like, let's do this. And so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, for me, it kind of feels like, it was like, of course they know about the show because we've done like so many episodes.
None are out yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're really, really fucking pumped about that. And it's gonna branch us out into different topics besides true crime and paranormal. So excited. And if you guys have...
It's true.
Like any requests for like guests you would like to see, anything like that, we absolutely would love to know. So yeah, you guys definitely check that out. As you know, this past year, we moved to the main feed being out on Thursdays. Social Seance will be out on Wednesdays. So you get us twice a week. So yeah, check it out. Check it out.
Woo. I'm very excited.
Yeah, so excited. But okay, a lot of these are book questions, and I love this so much, probably because we just didn't shut the fuck up about books last time.
It's true.
But it's cool. There's a couple like TV and other miscellaneous questions. So we'll just kick it off. What were your 3 favorite books and 3 favorite audiobooks in 2024?
Ooh. That's a great question. One of my favorite reads when I read it / listened to it, so I'm just going to put it in like the had my eyes on it, is The Lost Apothecary.
Yes.
It was so good.
So good.
It's by Sarah Penner. I would highly recommend it. It was, at least for me, it's such a great book.
Oh, yeah.
One of my other favorite books, A Game of Gods. It's one of the Hades saga for Charlotte St. Clair. It's really great if you like Greek retellings, as you guys know I do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another one of mine. And then I would say Cruel Seduction by Katie Robert was my other one. It's another Greek retelling. I like what I like.
Hey, it's fine.
If I'm going to go like on what it was, my 3 favorite audiobooks, I will say The Rebound by Leanne Slade. If you like Bridgerton, Claudia Jesse, who plays Eloise, narrates the book.
Oh, yeah.
Drop Dead by Lily Choi was really great as well. And then I would say my favorite holiday one I've listened to so far, it's booked for the holidays. It's by Liz Maverick. It's a Hanukkah one. But can I give like one mention of something and then can I talk about something I learned in real life?
Yes.
So Tara recommended a book, an audiobook to me. It was Holiday Hideaway. It's real super cheese.
Yeah. Hallmarky greatness.
Super Hallmarky greatness. The kind of premise is like she's staying in a house that's like not abandoned, but it's like a rental property that's not being rented out. And then the owner comes. And so she's like forced to live in the attic for a couple of days. Did you know there's an actual term for that?
Yeah, it's frogging.
I did not know that. I just recently learned.
I'm terrified of this.
Yeah.
Frogging is scary.
It's so, if you don't know what frogging is, and it's spelled PH instead of F, it is where someone lives in your home without your consent or knowledge. So recently I was like, oh, okay, this can't be a thing. And then I was watching a video online on TikTok and this woman she knew she'd cleaned her house. She knew she had like put the dishes away and she came home and there was like crumbs all over the counter and the floor and there were dishes in the sink and her TV was on. And she was like, swore they lived in the attic. This person was in the attic. She was actually like taping up the attic so that like if someone came down, she could see. Thank God. This is like one of those moments I'm like, thank God I live in an apartment. Because like, where the fuck would you hide in my apartment? The shower?
Right. Oh my God.
I have too much stuff for you to hide in my closet.
Yeah.
But I am like fucking freaked out because like there are people right now in the United States, all over the world, who are just like sitting down and like watching TV and there's someone in their basement or attic just living. And these people do it not because they're like unhoused and they have nowhere else to go. They do it because it's this like community of people who do it and they do it for the rush.
Ew.
Right? They're like, this is really exciting. And I'm like,
no.
Excuse me, what?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, don't live in someone's attic.
I can't get over that people would do that for a rush. But I guess you have to think about adrenaline junkies and stuff. Like, I guess it's like that. But like, oh my God, go skydiving.
Right?
Like, go parasailing. Go do something.
Like, I know that those both things can be dangerous, but like, can you imagine in certain parts of this country where it is shoot first, ask questions later?
Exactly.
If you lived in someone's attic and they saw you, they might just shoot you.
Yeah.
If you live in a stand your ground state, like you're breaking and entering. It's fucking terrifying. And also the other way around, like these people, obviously there's some people who are probably doing this that are mentally unwell. And if they got a bee in their bonnet about something and they decided to attack people, like leave their young, I don't say like young kids home alone. Like I'm not saying like small children, but like
right. Age appropriate. Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm running to the store for 10 minutes. My kid's locked safe in my house and there's a dude in my attic.
Oh my God.
Or basement.
Oh my God.
So glad I have neither of those things right now. So don't do frogging.
Yeah, don't.
PSA.
Yeah, please don't. Oh my God. Okay. Was that all your books?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. No, I'm just like, I
had to.
No, it's valid. It's scary. Okay. For me, it's going to be more just books because I don't really listen to a ton of audiobooks. So for books that I've read this year, the first one is Those Who Wait by Haley Cass. It's a sapphic romance book. It's really good. Definitely check it out. Another one is Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. It's like 90s-ish vibe. It's the one that looks like a VCR, like a tape. I liked that. I love her books. I very much love the like popcorn thriller type of situation with stories. And I love all of her books. There was only, I think, like one I was like, it was okay, but the rest loved. Okay, I'm going to pick a book club one as well. And that's going to be Incidents Around the House. That book was scary as shit. And the audio, this could be for audio too. The audiobook is super creepy. It was so well done. It has the imaginary friend kind of trope in it, and it's fantastic. I do want to honorable mention for The Lost Apothecary as well, because I loved that book. That book was so great.
It was really good.
It's so hard to pick. It
is. Because I also listened to all the Bridgerton books this year, and I was I loved those, and they were so good. I listened to a lot of audiobooks instead of listening to music. Because music can distract me, whereas an audiobook, I don't know, it keeps me focused. I don't make the rules, guys.
Our next one is what's your most anticipated books for 2025 to read during 2025?
See, that's hard for me because I have so many on my TBR. The Midnight Library is one I want to read. The London Seance Society, which is
yes,
by the same author as the last.
It's a sequel, right?
I don't know if it's a sequel as much as it's
another historical fiction. Yeah. I'm excited. I want to read that too.
I just have a bunch of stuff on my TBR that I really, really want to read. I'll probably go through a lot of that. I am currently reading 3. I know this sounds weird. I'm reading 3 books. I'm listening to a book, and then I'm reading 2. Is that a question that we're coming up?
No, but we can talk about it.
Okay. Why don't you answer yours, and then we'll talk about what books we're reading now.
Okay. So for next year for me, I have a couple I'm excited for. One is The Perfect Divorce. Shout out Geneva Rose again, because it's the sequel to A Perfect Marriage or The Perfect Marriage. I read that back when it went viral on TikTok and stuff. And then that's when I was I'm obsessed with her books. So I'm excited for that one. And then I'm also looking forward to starting Neon Gods and that series. Yes, it's been on my physical shelf.
I'm so excited.
Yes. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm sure there's a lot of other new releases I don't remember. I have 5. I mean, I'm sure you do too. I have a bunch of different TBRs. I have my Kindle one, I have my Goodreads one, and then I have a wish list that I have as a TBR too. So yeah, I just have all the books. I have over 300 on my Goodreads one, so if that tells you anything. So yeah, lots of good books. But what are you reading right now?
So I am finishing the book A Touch of Chaos. It's the Hades and Persephone. It's the last book in this series by Charlotte St. Clair. And I'm actually really sad.
Aww.
Because I really hate when I fall in love with a book series and I'm yes, this is the book series. They're going to keep pumping out books. And then they're this is the last book in the series.
Aww.
And then I get I'm 100 to 200 pages away. So I could finish it today.
Yeah, almost done.
Right?
Yeah.
And I just can't because I'm once I finish it, it's done. And I have so much on my TBR list. I'm trying really hard not to reread books.
Same. I know, because there's a few I would like to, but I'm I'm going to try to at least get through the summer without doing any rereads.
Right. The other book I'm reading is called George. It is also has the name Melissa. It is about a trans child. The story is told through their eyes. And it's just, so far, it's been so beautiful to read because it's very eye-opening as someone who isn't trans to try to see kind of behind that, see through their eyes.
Yeah.
How they feel and how children feel. And I really feel not to be political, but I feel our country needs a little bit more of the understanding from a child's point of view, because really that innocence and that complete understanding that children have of just love. I feel we just, no matter what you believe in, we just all need a little bit more love right now.
For sure.
It's been beautiful. And I'm listening to Wicked on audiobook. And I will be really honest, I read Wicked in 2001, 2. I don't remember a lot of it. It's funny because if you've seen the play, the book is a lot.
They're not the same. They're not equivalent. And they put the fucking movie poster on the book. I'm oh my God, what trolls.
Right. And I was oh, so many people are going to be
what the fuck?
Oh, and then you literally come in hard when they're talking about Elphaba as a baby in the book. And you're oh God.
Yeah.
Just because it's kind of it's very unabashed. It's very blunt and straightforward. And I'm at a really good spot. She's gone to school. Yeah. So it's really good. But I'm I've forgotten so much about this shit and everything like that.
Yeah. I feel a reread of something like that where it's been so long doesn't count.
It's been, what is that, 20 years? It's been over 20 years. So
you've earned the reread.
Right. I can reread something that's been that long because technically I did not have a Goodreads then, so it doesn't count.
Exactly.
But I'm really excited. It's a long one. It's like 19 hours.
Wow. Yeah, it's a pretty hefty book. Nice.
It is a hefty book. And then the next book I'm going to read is what is it called? It's like The Wedding something. The Wedding Witch.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah, The Wedding Witch. It's by Aaron Sterling. And if you've read the X-Hex series.
So good.
This is the third one in that book series. So it's my next book. What's your next? What are you reading? What are you doing? What are you reading?
So I'm also reading 3 books right now. Well, one's an arc.
Okay.
The only way this works for my brain, I can do multiple books at a time, but they have to be different genres. They have to be different types of stories, or I'm going to get confused. So like,
right.
Yeah. One of my reading goals, I'm starting a little early, going into 2025, is to read like a classic or a nonfiction each month. Yes. So I'm starting with Pride and Prejudice because it's a very easy read.
Yes.
In comparison to other ones, and it's great.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reading that right now. And I'm also reading, technically it's an arc, but by the time you guys hear this, it'll be out. One of our podcast friends, Kelly Reynolds, she has a holiday novella series.
Mm-hmm.
The third one and the last one for this is called Santa Monica Baby, and I'm reading that right now, and it's so great. And I loved the second one. The dude main character is like one of my new favorite book boyfriends. Love it. And then this one's got like a cinnamon roll dude, so that's fun.
Aww.
Yeah. And then, because my wife is persistent, I've officially started Fourth Wing. So I'm going to be reading those. I'm only like 50 pages in, but I was just really tired last night, but like I like it. I'm liking it. And I'm not normally a fantasy girly, so I like it.
See, I like fantasy, but I need my fantasy to be fast paced. And that's like why I've always had a really hard time reading Game of Thrones, because it's a slow start.
Oh, yeah, no, this is like shit's happening.
I own it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is like I own so many books.
Oh, yeah.
But then I get obsessed with the series. Like, for instance, I almost bought the next one from the last book club book, because the last book club book was the Pumpkin Spice Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, mainly because I very easily picked the bad guy out of that. I was like, Tara, and she's like, just keep reading. And I'm like,
It's just a fluffy, happy read. I liked it.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, because there's like 3 more.
We talked about this in book club, but this is something I think we should talk about on the main feed, because we've talked about spice a little bit. And this is like that book, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, was like a little bit of a spicy read. Like it was like mild, but the definitions of mild for some people are like so off.
Yeah, because some people, and you know, obviously everyone like what you like, but like some people prefer closed door romances, so they don't like reading all of those details. So that might be more that what's mild to like us might be like medium to them. You know what I mean? Or like what they don't want to read, which it's like, then don't. But like, yeah.
You've read the Twisted series, or portions of, like,
part of them.
Yeah.
Yes, the first 2.
On a scale of like mild to like ghost pepper,
I'd say like maybe a 2 out of 10, if that.
See, this is what I thought. And then I lent the series to my coworker, and Tara knows this. Like, Tara will give me books. Tara, have I ever like given you one of my books?
No, you just buy me them.
Because I don't lend my books. Like, I hoard books. I'm a dragon for books. I'm like, So if I ever lend you a book, it means it's not that I don't trust Tara. Tara just lives in Oklahoma, and so if I lend her a book,
but I don't care.
That's because you're like, you took these books from me. Now they're off my bookshelf and I can buy more books.
Exactly. I was very happy about that.
Yeah. But like for me, like if Tara lived here, I'd be like, yeah, borrow my books anytime because I could go get them. But like I get panicky when I lend books out.
I don't blame you. It's one of those things where it's like, you don't know what's going to happen. A lot of times you don't even get it back. Like, it's a whole thing.
Kaylee borrows books from me. They're the books that like I may have bought and been like, oh, I really liked this when I bought it, but then have like I DNF'd it, or they're books I've finished.
Yeah.
If I give her a book, I'll see it in a year.
And you're like, I already read it. I'm good. Or I don't want to.
It's good. And it was really funny because I forgot that I had lent her this book and it was like on her nightstand. And I was like, oh, I have this book. She goes, yeah, it's yours. I was like, I should have known. Also, straight up asked her one day, do you read? And she goes, you lend me all the books I read. I was like, this is true.
Yeah.
I withdraw my statement.
But yeah, so that's what I'm reading right now. I'm going to be reading The Wedding Witch soon, but I'm trying to wait till December to read it. So I have a book saved for December because I like to get festive.
Let me know when you're reading it.
Oh, I will. Okay, so this is a two-parter. There was multiple of these, so I made it into one question. What's been your top favorite horror book or thriller book?
Oh, I do read some of them. I would say, And Then She Was Gone.
Oh, I haven't read that yet. Yeah.
It's, in my opinion, it's like been my favorite. I would highly recommend.
Yeah, I've been meaning to. So obviously I listed thrillers and stuff like that on my like top reads for the year or whatever. But another one that was a definite 5-star recommend, 10 out of 10, loved it, was Everyone Here Is Lying by Sherry. I'm going to say her last name wrong, but Lapina, I'm not sure how to say it. I've read a couple books by her and I've always really enjoyed them. So it's really good. It's a lot of like family secrets, and then there's a girl that goes missing and they're trying to figure out who took her, and it's like a whole thing. And I like, with my thrillers, I'll go through phases where I like ones where it's like very like detective or investigation focused, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So this one is obviously that. I love her. Loved that book. Everyone Here Is Lying. Definitely read it for sure.
I feel like you've told me about that book.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Jewell is Then She Was Gone. I looked it up.
Oh, you know what? I read one by her too I really liked.
She's really good. I would say that like her books are more like psychological fuck you ups.
Yes, I loved it. It's like Lucinda Berry.
I definitely, like, I've made a decision that I'm going to read The Shining next year.
Oh, perfect. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll do it for a book club.
Maybe.
I'm pitching for it. This is my official propaganda.
I have it, so let's do it.
I want to read it so that at some point I can put it in the freezer.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, okay. So one I read by Lisa Jewell. Technically, I read this at the end of 2023, but none of this is true. That one is so fucking good.
Oh, yeah. So I haven't read that one, but someone I know read it and they've read both of them and they said that they're very like same vibes.
Yes, I know. I've been meaning to read her other one. I love that.
It's real good.
So, what is your favorite haunted location and what is one you would like to visit? They can either be the same or different because we got a lot of that as well.
My favorite haunted location. That's an interesting one because I have to like think about it.
Right.
But I want to just apparently visit the state of Ohio because apparently it is like the most haunted state in America. And I love that. You know, the place that I really want to visit is the Ohio Axe Murder House.
Mm-hmm.
We did that hella days ago. Or the Lizzie Borden house.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go to the Lizzie Borden house. I'm a little scared, but I want to go.
You're just scared because they like you more than me, so...
I know. That's why I'm scared. I'm like genuinely scared. But yeah.
You're like, they won't fuck with Jessica. She'll sleep like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wake up and Tara's like terrified.
Yep, it's fine.
I don't know that I have like there's so many that are running through my head, like of haunted locations.
Just all of them. All of them. We just want to one day be able to go travel spooky places.
I really think if anyone from the Travel Channel is listening, a pitch is Tara and I just do old school road tripping.
Yeah.
And we'll plug product placement like nobody's business.
Mm-hmm. We'll accept sponsors for this.
I'll wear a Coke Zero shirt to every location if Coke Zero wants to sponsor us type thing. And just like, I don't want to do like a whole Zach Bagel Bites type situation.
Oh, no.
I want to do like where Tara and I like talk about the history and then like we just go tour it. And then like, I mean, I guess it's kind of like that, but maybe do an investigation here or there.
Yeah. Just like showcase the place. Yeah.
Yeah. Someplace where like I want it truly to be a travel channel where it's like if you're booking a destination and then like here's some like places that you could eat and then like talk to the local color, like the people who are like, yeah, we're really into the Whaley House. And like,
hell yeah.
We have like Whaley House waffles.
Yeah.
At our diner. Like something like that. Like that's what I want to do.
Exactly. And like the Area 51 place.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of cool stuff. Like, yes. Okay, so if anyone would like us to do this, we are open.
We are. Tara and I are open.
Go subscribe to our YouTube and watch a bunch of our videos so we can monetize, and we'll make this a YouTube series on our YouTube channel. Help us. Go find us.
Help us create content. This is weird plugging.
This is what I'm saying. Literally. Oh my gosh.
And I just think it'd be really fun to watch like two like best friends.
Yeah.
Like remember when Oprah and Gail would go like on their road trip every summer? Like that's what I want for us.
I'm saying we can, you know, showcase local businesses, small businesses, all that good stuff. Like if anyone wants to make this happen, please email me and we will talk because I'm dead ass serious. Listen, we could do one season at a time. We'll do like a few.
A state. You'd be really great.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. But anyways, okay, we're going to move on now.
I'll even go to Florida.
We'll go wherever. I mean, we are going to New Orleans next year, so there is that.
That's true.
Okay, what was the weirdest news story or headline that you have encountered?
Oh God, I live in Sacramento, so like weird shit all the time.
Everything.
There was one the other day. It was from the LA Times. It was like so millennial that I was like, what the fuck? I wish I remembered it, but it was because like I get the notifications on my phone.
Yeah.
And so it just like gives you the headlines. And so it was like the LA Times. And I was like, what the fuck?
My newest favorite one that I saw recently, and I haven't really looked into the details yet, but there was a crime done where it was like someone stole hundreds of thousands of dollars of cheese.
They're my heroes.
I know. I was like, oh my God, we've done the maple syrup. We did the wine. I got to do the cheese one. So that will be really fun.
I just think this is funny because if you know who Billy Bob Thornton is,
yeah,
Billy Bob Thornton on how Taylor Sheridan wrote Landmine with him in mind. I don't believe you, Billy Bob Thornton.
No.
Taylor Sheridan is out here creating amazing content for other people. And I don't think it was, I don't know. And this is where people tell me like Billy Bob Thornton started it.
I don't know. But anyway, okay, we're going to go to our next question. Speaking on travel and all of that, are there any future spooky adventures planned? Will we ever see you two in the wild? Yeah.
Where would you like us to be wilding?
Yes, we would like to know. I mean, we are going to a paranormal festival next fall. Mm-hmm. We'll be in New Orleans. So that's an opportunity to come meet us.
It's true.
But yeah, no, something we do want to do is have some kind of in real life meetup. Something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the thing is, location wise, we really need to hear from you guys on what you would like, what you would want, where, and all of this. So it's kind of up to you guys on that because I don't like making decisions about this kind of stuff. So,
well, and also like Tara lives near OKC, like she lives near Oklahoma City, and I live in Sacramento. So those are like the easiest to go places for us. Even like going to Tulsa is like a thing. You and I have driven it basically when we went to what's it called? When we went to the Pioneer Woman.
Pawhuska.
Yeah, Pawhuska. That was the name of it.
Yeah.
Which I should know. My dad grew up near there. Jesus Christ, Jessica. I mean, we're happy to host, like, we're happy to do meet and greets. Like, if Tara comes out here and there's some Sacramento peeps or Northern California people who want to, like, come to Sacramento. I know places that I could be like, hey, how cheap could we do this?
Totally.
Even sometimes where it's like a not hosted bar thing where people came and we just hung out. We would be down. We just, we just need to know because Tara and I get into our head where we're like, oh my God, like last year when I came to Oklahoma for Christmas, we're like, what if we did a meet and greet in Oklahoma City? And we like thought about it. And then it was like, well, what if no one wants to come? It's the holidays. And then by the time we like got out of our own head, it was too late. So just let us know. Like, even if you guys are like, hey, we'd put together a meet and greet like in the Bay, like I'll drive down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess we'll figure it out. 2025.
2025, the year of travel.
Let us know. Are you Team Logan or Team Jess?
Oh, fuck that question. It's so hard for me because you know that I love Jess, but I am a Team Logan.
Yeah.
I love Jess. And I am so glad you brought this up.
This is Gilmore Girls, if someone listening has not watched it, just in case.
I am so glad you brought this up because I had this thought the other day. Mm-hmm. Jess is Rory's true north. In the fact that anytime Rory just is lost, Jess is the person to like spin her around and point her in the right direction. Whether that means that he's technically her true soulmate, which I feel like adult Jess and adult Rory probably would have been really good for each other. But I think Logan is the Lorelai of her boyfriends.
Yeah.
Because Logan fought his dad on like being a Huntsberger and in the society. But I think if Lorelai had embraced it a tiny bit more and stuck there, she would have been Logan. I think that's why Rory, and I know this sounds weird, like that's why Rory fell in love with him as fast as she did because he was comfort. It's like when people say that like girls fall for their dads. This was like that version of that.
Right.
But I think Jess is her true north. And the fact that like he's the one who isn't afraid to hurt her feelings, to be like, you have to keep going. But also, if you've watched A Year in the Life, Mitchum Huntsberger was not wrong.
Yeah.
My last rewatch, I was like, you know, everyone gets like really defensive. Like Mitchum shouldn't have said that about her. He was not wrong. She petered out by 32.
Yep. Exactly.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but her biggest mistake was not marrying Logan.
Oh, for sure.
In an industry like journalism, you can be talented, but there are so many talented people. To have that, and I know people are going to be like, but it's not love. No, she loved Logan.
Oh, yeah. They love each other. Yeah.
Yeah, they loved each other. I think what should have happened is that she told Logan, I will marry you, but not right now. I'll marry you in like a year or two. Let me go out into the world and like stumble and then have a Huntsberger to catch me.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I know.
He was like, you can have whatever paper you want. And she was like, granted, Logan like fucked that up for her for a little bit, but that would have changed.
Exactly.
I don't see how, like, everyone's like, if they hadn't stayed like, if they had gotten engaged, she would have never taken that job. Yeah, she would have. Are you kidding me? Logan would have been like, yeah, take that job.
Exactly.
You're going to be traveling around the country. Guess what part of San Francisco is part of this country. You will come through here.
Exactly.
I know that season 7 was not written by Amy, and so therefore was different. And then everyone gets real mad about A Year in the Life.
I've only watched it once.
People are like, I don't like it. I truly enjoy it. I think it's fun.
I need to rewatch it.
I think if you go into it expecting it to be the same amazingness as the original, you're kidding yourself. Tell me what reunion ever is as good as the original. It's never. But this one was actually pretty decent. And like, I belong to a lot of like a lot of Facebook groups for Gilmore Girls, and people get fucking livid about A Year in the Life. They're like, it is trash. It should have never happened. How dare they end it the way it did? I was like, you do know that Amy Sherman Palladino was going to end that no matter what. Those were going to be her last 4 words forever. And I just want to know, I mean, I think we all know it's Logan's baby.
They confirmed it was Logan's baby.
When? Did they like confirm?
Like recently.
Oh. I just know that like they told Matt, who plays Logan.
Yes.
Who was the father. And I was like, why would they tell Matt if it wasn't Matt's?
Oh.
Also, it could never have been the Wookiee. You guys just don't know time.
No, it was definitely Logan.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one. I'm genuinely with you. Well, to close out this episode, what is something you hope for, or what is a goal you'd like to share that you want to accomplish in 2025?
Ooh, I recently did this. I get, if you know me, I get stuck in a rut of watching things, like rewatch. I just literally finished rewatching a show and then immediately started rewatching a different show. So I was like, okay, you need to like get out of that so much. Like you need to get out of that like rut. So I wrote down 104 movies.
Oh.
They come from lists that are like best movies of all time. And so that's 2 a week, because there's 52 weeks a year. So 2 a week. And then I'm going to review them on my Substack.
I love that. Oh my God, how fun. I love it.
So it is 2 because I want to write every day, but that'll help.
Yeah.
Give me something to write on days where I'm mentally exhausted.
Yeah.
And it's all over the place. Like some of them are like Toy Story, and then some of them are The Shining. And then
I love this.
So I'm just going to put a random generator and then just click tell me the number, and then I'll watch that film so that it's not
oh my gosh,
biased by anyone's list.
I love that. That's so fun.
Some of them are old from like the 30s and 40s, so that might take a minute to find, but I'll be okay with that. I'm excited.
Nice. That's so fun.
Yeah. What about you? What is a goal for 2025 you have?
So for me, I am also kind of a writing-centric goal for 2025. My problem with writing is I start a bunch of really great ideas and never finish them. So my goal is to finish one of my works in progress during 2025. I don't know where that'll go from there, but that's something I want to do. I also have an idea for like some anthology short story type of projects I want to do. So yeah, I kind of want to do that because I also am on Substack and I've been doing that. I did like a Halloween one and oh my God, that was so fucking exhausting, but it was great. I did a fucking movie recap every fucking day for October. I was like, oh God, if I do that next year, I need to like plan it in the summertime. And for like my Substack regularly, I'm kind of a mixed bag, but I've been focusing more lately on like paranormal stuff. If you're an OG or a patron, you know, I did Haunted Grounds on Patreon a couple years ago. So it's kind of like that, but I'm also doing like locations and stuff too. Like I'm not just doing haunted objects. So staying consistent with that would be great. I guess that's pretty much that for me. And just, I guess, a not work related or anything, but like personally, I think I just need to work on my imposter syndrome a lot because, yeah. And I think us doing our second show is great exposure therapy for me.
It is. Because when you're interviewing people who are like, they've either been doing this as long as you or they have like so many more downloads than you, and they say things to you that are like, you guys were like our guiding light to this, and you're like, what? No, not me. You kind of get into that moment where you're like, oh shit, I can do this. I can do this.
Yeah. So I guess my confidence on that, but not to get mushy. It's truly all because of you guys. So we love you guys so much. But yeah, I'm really excited to see where things go. We've officially got like a 5-year plan. Year 1 starts in 2025. So hopefully, I'm not going to say hopefully, everything will work out. And I'm really excited. And I just, especially y'all that found us in the beginning and you're still here. We love you. We love everybody. But like, holy shit, over 6 years. That's crazy.
It's crazy to think like this is something that like, if you had told me 6 years ago, like Tara and I would be sitting down to do something like this, I'd be like, that's not unfathomable. We couldn't just be talking about things we like. We have to come up with an episode and we have to have this very strict formula and we have to do this. And you guys have allowed us to just be
ourselves.
Yeah. You know, when I get really passionate about a project, like when we did the OJ.
Oh my gosh, so great.
Case,
yeah.
And I was like, Tara, we're going to break this into 7 more pieces. And she was like crying behind my like,
no,
my like, we're going to do it this way. And she's like, I love you and I'm doing this because I know how excited you are. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a terrible human.
No, it turned out to be like my favorite deep dive of ours, I think. And there's another deep dive coming into the new year.
It's very true. I'm so super excited about it.
I actually am.
Yeah. You don't like the serial killer deep dives.
No, we're doing a serial killer deep dive. And I'm actually like very interested and excited. Not excited, but you guys know what I mean. I'm very interested to learn about it and learn about this person and get into all of it because it's one, I know who this person is, but like I don't really know much about the case as a whole. We always like the deep dives because it's like we get to obsess over stuff and then we just learn so fucking much. So it's like the process, I should say, I'm excited for because it's months and months of stuff that Jess and I do behind the scenes to make the series. So yeah.
And it's sometimes when we like using OJ as the reference, like we were like, OJ is going to be 3 episodes max. We were like 3 episodes max. And then we were at 8. It was like we would start talking and it would even be like Tara and I would be recording an episode and then suddenly we're at like an hour and a half and it's just one person. And Tara's like, we're going to have to split this into another episode. I'd be like, okay, let's just keep going and then we'll split it. It was just kind of like that. And, you know, you guys have allowed us to just bring you content, whether it's silly things like Halloween trivia, you know, and watching Jessica get pummeled.
Yeah.
And, or something really serious, like doing cases that are big and heavy. You guys have been through it all with us. So I'm really grateful. Like,
yeah, me too.
It is the time of year to be grateful. I know it is Krampus Day. So if you've been naughty, he'll come get you, but that's okay.
That's okay. We still love you.
In real life, I'm like traveling today. So I'm like really wanted to wear a Krampus shirt, but I was like, I might end up at the San Diego Zoo. So I don't know if I want to be in a Krampus shirt at the San Diego Zoo.
Probably not.
It's a little weird. My coworkers are going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, the OG coworkers are going to be like, on brand, Jessica.
They're like, on brand, but what the fuck?
What is she wearing? But yeah.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and sign off and we will see you next week. Bye, guys.
Toodles.